And we are back, L.I.C. Morning Show, Hits 92.3, and we have Tremayne filling in for AJ this morning, and...
You can call me TJ.
TJ filling in for AJ. Are you still rolling?
I'm still rolling down the river.
All right, so we got to change hats now. Now you got to be a guest. Sorry. You don't get to be a co-host right now.
Bye, TJ.
Bye, TJ. We got Tremayne with TJ's sweet flavored teas in the building.
Hi, everybody.
How are you doing, sir?
I am well. I don't got hyper all of a sudden.
As you should, man. Everybody needs this tea.
I always get geeked up. It ain't even had no tea. I can't drink the tea no more.
Why?
Myself. Because I'm fat.
What?
I am fat. I have been trying to lose weight and get more healthy.
Okay.
As it is. Ever since the end of last year, because the highest I had gotten up until last November when I started was 268 pounds. I was like, the devil is a lie.
You ain't going for it.
I can't. I'm like that lady that me. I got to get this weight off of me. So I started working out right before COVID stopped, and when AJ had this thing, I had gotten down to 229 pounds.
Oh.
Then quarantine hit. And me being at home, eating, because I was bored, eating, because I was getting $900 a week, eating. Eating, I mean, big time baller, like, ooh, I'm about you something to eat, I'm about you something to eat. What you want to eat? Yeah. Eating and drinking that tea, because I don't like water.
Man, I don't.
So, yeah. I ballooned back up until like last Friday or last Wednesday or the Wednesday before last, whenever it was. I weighed myself out 272 pounds.
Now, let me give the disclaimer that he did not give. He did not get bigger off of the tea itself. It's other things that factored in.
I was
you don't want people thinking if they drink this tea, they're going to blow up.
I mean, you ain't going to blow up, but I can't have too much sugar intake. Okay. So that's why. And I like sweet tea. I can drink it sparingly.
And that's me too. I got
Drink
I told you about mine. But let me tell y'all this.
The tea
is so good, I don't be caring. I'll deal with the pain. Like, I already know in my head, if I drink, and it's not just his tea. This is with sweet tea with me, period. Because I drunk so much of it forever. That's my favorite drink of all drinks. So now I just have to drink it in moderation. But with his tea, I don't care. Like, I already know, okay, if I drink the tea, my side gonna be hurt for the rest of the day. I'm gonna be okay because I ain't got no plans to go nowhere.
Gotcha.
So that's how I drink your tea. I already know I'm gonna be in pain, and it is what it is. But the disclaimer of saying that is the fact that I love sweet tea, and it's my favorite drink. I've said that. But his is actually, and I put this on my grandmother who is dead, and I love her to death. That is my whole heart, and I feel like a part of me left when she died. So I wouldn't put that on her if I wasn't for real. But his sweet tea is my favorite sweet tea, for real, for real.
Oh, thank you.
So I vouch for it, and I will always vouch for it, and I need everybody else to taste it. So if you are a faithful listener, you're like, wait a minute, I thought I already interviewed him. We had to redo this because there was so much that went on the day that he was here. There was actually a note that went out with Comcast, but I didn't check the email saying that they were having issues in the area from such and such time to such and such time, which fell in the time of the interview. So a part of his interview was filmed, but then we lost internet service. On top of that, I had the AC going, so everything was just loud and it was wrong. So I was like, you know what? Tremayne does a lot. He is a blessing to the L.I.C. Morning Show. I can't put that up. I can't let it go like that. So we got to give him a redo.
Well, thank you for the redo.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it. I just love being here. You, AJ, Judy, in their absence, y'all the bomb.com.
Thank you.
I love y'all so much. Okay.
All right, so we got to run it back from the very beginning. So, how did you get started with TJ Sweet Tea?
So in my family, we drink a lot of tea. My grandmother, my granddaddy, my mama, me. I've always been making tea ever since maybe about 6 years old. And I guess perfected regular black sweet iced tea. So every time the family would get together, they'd be like, we'll make, you make the tea. Even when I worked at Chick-fil-A, I was like the tea and lemonade person because I made it the best. And with this particular recipe, it started out when I was a member of New Birth Missionary Baptist Church. Shout out New Birth. I had a friend, she would cook every so often on Sundays after church. And so one day, and I was always responsible for the drinks.
Okay.
So, because they didn't believe in my cooking prowess, but I can't cook. But anywho, I made this concoction out of some ingredients that will remain secret.
Yes.
That ended up being delicious, and people were like, this is really good. So it was just my signature drink to bring to different occasions. That and collard greens, which is my signature dish, or lasagna. So fast forward to this year, because that was several years ago, that may have been a decade ago. Fast forward to this year, I had took it to an event with AJ. We went to Sharice's. She's performing at the event that's coming in 2 weeks. Okay. So y'all buy y'all tickets.
Yes.
But she had a wing party. I think it was for her birthday, but she had this wing party where everybody was going to their favorite ring restaurant and bring their favorite order of wings, like a 20-piece, and bring it to her house. And I asked her, I was like, well, can I bring some of my tea? Because everybody seems to like it. And she was like, sure. So I brought it up there. All I can remember is everybody was like, Tremayne, this tea is good as all get out. And this one girl that was walking around, she was like, I don't know what this is, but this is delicious. And I've been drinking this all night. She was walking around like a drunk. And it was no looking at the tea. But she was walking around like, this tea is good. And then AJ was like, yeah, this is real good. And so then at my other friend's house, Mercedes, I would say, because she cooks just about every other Sunday too. Okay. I would take it to her house and make it there. And she was like, man, you need to bottle this. And I was like, but it's such a simple recipe. I don't know if I'm like breaking the law if I was to do that or whatever, because it's real easy, but y'all ain't gonna know. But yeah, they was like, you need to bottle it. And I was like kind of apprehensive because there was another lady at the church. Shout out Miss Diddy Moreland, that helped me a lot when it came to like getting stuff in order, making sure my name was available to get licensed and stuff like that, and where I could get my gallon bottles. So shout out Miss Diddy Moreland with her crack tea, K-R-A-C-K. However, I was like, she got her tea, and I don't want to like, step on her toes and stuff. And then they were like, there's a lot of people that may not desire her tea, but they may like yours. Mm-hmm. And there's some people that may may not like yours, but may like hers, or everybody may like both. So you never know. And Miss Diddy is a sweetheart, so she didn't have any problems helping me. But yeah, I was like, well, let me just see what happens. So I had ordered like 40 bottles from Amazon, 16-ounce pint sizes, right? Okay. So I was like, I'm going to sell little bottles first to see what happened. Yeah, those didn't sell. Everybody was like, I want a gallon. I want a gallon. And so I was like, oh, well, I got to find where these bottles at. And that's when Miss Didi told me that the place to get the bottles was like right down the street from where I live. Mm-hmm. And so when they got the bottles, got the labels, AJ helped connect me with some dude to get the labels made, or the logo, I should say. And then I shipped that off to the label maker. And it's been on and popping ever since. I meant to ask you, how did the green tea?
It tastes I could taste the green tea, but for it to be green tea, it was really sweet.
Okay, so it was sweet.
I meant to tell you that too. It was like, it's almost there. It was just a little too much sugar, where I felt like it was more on the sweet tea side than the green tea.
Okay.
So just drop it down a tad for the, yep. Okay. And then you had
when I tasted
the green tea.
When I tasted it, it was still kind of warm, and it does sweeten up, so I wasn't sure what it tasted like when I brought it to you. So.
I mean, I still drunk it.
But
if I was trying to do a healthier choice, somebody might be like, nah, this isn't as healthy as regular green tea would be. So yeah. And he knows I'm always telling the truth because I like all of them except one. What was it
that watermelon tea that AJ loved?
Like
I was like,
here you go.
I didn't like it, but he was like, this is good. And I was going to bring him some the last time. But yeah, he tried to lose weight too. So I was like,
Yeah, we got to do
hey,
right.
that's my brother up like that.
Yeah, so I definitely need y'all to check out. I said check out, but y'all definitely need to order it because one, is not expensive at all. And I always say we have to learn to really start supporting each other. And I don't want y'all to just buy it because he's black. I want you to buy it because that's another person of someone doing something that you can potentially, not that particular business, but of just trying to go ahead in life and just to support him in any kind of way that you can. And plus the tea is just dope regardless of any color that he would have been coming up in here, whether he was male or female. The tea is just amazing itself. Let's see. Reginald said that watermelon was a no. Just add liquor, you'll be fine. See,
yeah, nobody liked the watermelon except for AJ because he loves watermelon. So.
Yeah. So I've tried. You had regular sweet tea. You had peach. You've
had a mango.
You've had mango, and I liked all three of those. And I liked the green tea. It was just a little too sweet.
Gotcha.
And you had watermelon. So are those the 5 flavors that you have?
Those would be the 5 flavors. The watermelon, I don't know about that one.
Okay.
That just may just be AJ special whenever he wants it.
Right.
Like if you want this, I'll make it. Let me know. But yeah, other than that, because that watermelon one was just. It like hit me in the pit of my stomach, like ooh. And I was like,
it was
like
a lot going on with that. I felt like I was gonna do a backflip off a bridge and land on my feet and tear the concrete up with my feet. That's how I felt on that one. But that again, hold on, I can't. Again, make sure that y'all go and get the tea. So, what is your price points with your teas?
So I did have to go up a little bit. They were $10 a gallon. The pints are $4 a pint now. I met with a specialist and she was telling me, he was telling me that I was charging too low. And I asked AJ like what he thought, and he was like, Chick-fil-A, sells their regular tea for like $6, but the lemonade is $10. So he was like, go with like $10.
Okay.
So that's how much they are now. $10 a gallon, $4 for a little pint. And yeah, if you just need something for a party or get together, just let me know and I can get them out to you.
I love it. I actually will need 2 tomorrow, so I want a peach and then a regular. Just the original sweet tea. Can you make that happen?
I sure can.
All right, because we got a meeting up here tomorrow night, so
that
would be
perfect.
So we'll have that. So the price points: $4 for the half pint, $10 for the gallon.
Oh, and since I didn't even mention the regular would be like $6.
$6 for the gallon.
Yeah, for the gallon.
For the gallon. And do you deliver?
So
what's the deal?
With that, so if I know in advance and you're in the metropolitan Atlanta area and I can get to you, then I will deliver. Like I can get there by MARTA, Uber from a MARTA train station that's close to your area. I will bring them out to you. There will be a extra charge for that delivery service.
Okay.
But if you can get to my house, I live in College Park, Brookstone apartment complex, then you're more than able to come down. I'll have them ready for you and bring them downstairs to you from the home. But yeah, that's pretty much.
So you got to tell about where we did the March.
Oh yeah, so we did the March. I forgot what the name of it was.
But it was a rally.
It was a rally.
A protesting rally.
Led by one of Andrew's brother friend. I think her name is Elise. No, that's not her name. I'm sorry. But she was one of my first customers that I sort of kind of forced maybe. We'll get to that later. So, anywho, we went downtown. No, we were here first.
Yes.
And then AJ had the great idea.
2.3.
AJ had the great idea. He's like, dude, you should go home and make some tea. And I was like, I wasn't planning on going home, but Judy was here, so she dropped me off.
Yes.
Actually, that was when I got home is when he sent me the text. I had laid across my bed because I was about to take me a serious nap before we got ready to meet back
Because we
up
already
here.
knew we was going to be in that heat. And we did the show that morning. That's what it was. So we did the 6 to 10. We left here, and we were supposed to meet here at what, 2?
2
3?
something.
Yeah. So everybody was going to go home and take a nap.
Yeah.
I remember now.
And then AJ texted me. He was like, "You need to make something to take it downtown to sell." And I was like, "I'm tired, but I need the money though. But I'm tired." And then I was like, "Let me go ahead and get this stuff, made together." So I thank him for that push. Get there, and then I got completely scared because they had free bottles of water and snacks and stuff that the church had provided for all the participants. And I was like, ugh, I don't want to step on nobody's toes. So I just, people saw me with the cooler, and some of them were coming. I was like, "You got tea?" And I was like, "Yeah," but they didn't buy none. But it was like, one lady was like, "Well, I'm fasting right now, but
But she would have took it if it was free. Though.
Yeah.
You gotta be glad I ain't hear that. She would have got that tea.
So, long story short, on the way from the event,
Yes.
we ran into a lady. No, we ran into a group of people. I think the group of people were first. Oh, was it
No,
the lady?
she was first.
No, she was first.
We were walking to our car. We was leaving the event. We was walking towards our car, and before we left, I remember now, before we left, the people that were rallying to there, we all rallied together. So they was like, if anybody wanted to go back as a team together, we're leaving right now. And she kind of walked them off, and then she was coming back.
She was coming
so she
back.
was walking back to the event.
And it was hot as hell.
And it was hot as hell.
And she looked kind of flabbergasted because she was trying to catch the people, but she had got so far behind. Exactly. She was like, "I'm gonna just go back around, finish up, and then go on about my business." And so I saw her. Now, this is what Kel said I did. She says that I picked up a bottle of the tea and just put it in her hand and was like, "It's $2.50." And I was like, I don't remember that.
No, I gotta tell the story how it happened. So she looked super hot and she looked super thirsty. And I said, "That's the organizer. You should give her one." So he was like, "Oh, okay." So he was like, "Do you like sweet tea?" And she was like, "Yeah, I love sweet tea." So he put the sweet tea in her hand. And as she was opening it, he was like, "Oh, that's $3. So it was kind of like you don't want to give it back to him because it's just $3, but I didn't say I wanted to buy tea at the same time. And she was like, "Oh, okay." So she went out first and gave him the $3. I said, "Tremayne, you just bullied this lady."
I counted up the heat stroke because I'm not a bully by nature. Like I said, I don't remember none of that. I just remember seeing her. I asked her if she liked tea.
I was dying on the inside.
But yeah, she was like, my first sale that day, and then we ran into this group that was like, I don't know, and then one lady bought one and drank it, and it was like, "Oh, this is good." And so then everybody was like, "Let me get some." And so then it was like, "You got a gallon?" I was like, "Well, the only gallon I brought, I gave it to my pastor, so oops, sorry.
Right. So they ended up buying 2 each.
Yeah.
They was like, "Well, just give me another one," and then everybody with her ended up getting another one.
Then we ran into this young man with hair. He got some and put it on his Instagram page. Ran into a bunch of bikers. They was the ones that was like, "Oh, you need to put some look in this." I was like, "Yeah, I don't need to be trained to drive, but yeah."
I think I bullied that first guy into it.
Yeah, because he was
so
like,
you're not gonna support?
Yeah, because she was like, "We out here, Black Lives Matter, and this black businessman."
And you not gonna buy? It's only $3. You ain't got $3. He's like, "Let me see what it tastes like."
And so, and basically everybody's response when they taste it has been, "Oh wow." My favorite one though was when AJ went to Memphis. It's on my Instagram page, and it's this light-skinned dude with tats. And he drinks out the bottle, out the gallon-sized bottle. Then he puts it down, and then he goes back and like clutches his invisible pearls, like, and he's looking at it like, "The hell is in this bottle?" And he was like, "That is good." And then he was like, "Oh yeah, they need to taste this right here." That's one of my favorite reactions. Yeah, that's the one. My friend, she brought it up.
Yes, I remember that one.
And then AJ's brother did a full-on commercial for that I sent to him in Texas. And I was like, "Dude, I was not expecting that much quality and that much effort, but I appreciate him for that." So shout out to Sydney. I don't know his last name. Is it Sydney Young? know.
He lying.
AJ, what's your brother?
What's your brother?
I know it's Sydney.
Hey, cutie.
What's up, Judy Booty? Oops, did I say that wrong?
You did.
But
she
yeah.
used to it, honey. She used to it.
But yeah, it's been like, my mother's assembly, so she's a Hebrew person. I had she brought some because she buys from me every so often. But then what she didn't tell me was that it was causing a little bit of a ruckus at their meeting, where people was like, she had saved some aside for somebody, but that got took or something. And it was like, who got my tea? I'm like, y'all ain't about to fight at the Hebrew church
It goes
thing.
down over the sweet tea, y'all.
So it's been a hit. Everybody that has it just falls in love. People that don't drink tea, my other friend Sydney, his fiance tasted it, and she was like, this tea is the bomb. I don't even like tea, and I love it. So every time you go see her, he's supposed to take something. Last time he forgot, and they cussed him out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
So you got to tell everybody where to find you and where to get the tea and all of that.
So I am on Facebook and Instagram. My Facebook is my actual name, Tremayne Alford. It's Treymaine. Last name Alford. You can inbox me and hit me up there. Or you can hit me up on my Instagram page, which is TJ Sweet Flavored Teas. That's TJSWEETFLAVOREDTEAS. And inbox me there as well. And as long as you get it to me like in a considerable amount of time, I will most have it ready and prepared and cold.
And cold.
Ready for you to drink right then and there. When you pick it up or I bring it out to you. So, yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Tremayne.
Thank y'all.
So, we're going to have, whenever we have events, it'll always be in the building. So just know that. It's always going to be a part of the morning show. Everybody hits 2.3 too. So, as y'all know, it is time for DJ Chuck. He spins every day from 8:30 to 9 o'clock. If you are looking for a DJ for whatever kind of event, and you got your tea, and you need your music, you can hit up DJ Chuck on Instagram at DJChuck_Styles, and also on Facebook at Chuck Sites. So we're going to get into the mix, and then we'll be right back. L.I.C.K Morning Show hits 92.3.
Show. Yeah. Love is cool with Kels, don't you know? We got AJ and Calipo. And what's the #1 radio? 92.3. The L.I.C.K. That's the morning.